Hello, dear students. In this session, I am going to discuss about national goals of a business organization or business concern. So, let's see what are the objectives of or goals of a business firm towards the nation or the country in this session in detail. The number one goal or objective of any business organization is creation of employment. So here any business organization may contribute towards the country by creating employment opportunities to the youths or the people who are need for employment opportunities or need the employment. So here it can be achieved by establishing new business units into the different parts of country. So if they extend their business activities from one place to another place, definitely it will lead to create more and more employment opportunities. Particularly, it will be very helpful for the local uh, people who are eager to get employment opportunities in the corporate side or business side or company side. So here, while establishing a new business, there may be more possibilities, and along with that, if they expand the market, means the market area, it can be extended. The market share if enlarged by business organization. So the marketing relevant jobs like sellers, salesperson, marketing manager, distributors, so many kinds of marketing jobs may job opportunities may created by extending or expanding the market. Here, depending on the requirement of their product and services, means depending on the demand and supply of the goods and services. So the companies may extend or expand the marketing activities into the other places of country or into the different places of countries. So with that only the company can create employment opportunities, and it will leads to development in the per capita income of the people. So here, the another chance of creating employment opportunities towards the country is that widening the distribution channels. So here, channels of distribution includes, so many people may come here. Here they are the institutional things. They may be wholesalers, retailers, or middlemen, or salesmen, or any people who comes between the consumer and the producer or in place of manufacturing. So they all people are employed, uh, and they may get the regular salary. Along with that, there will be a possibility of increased per capita income of many people with all these activities, means by extending the business or establishing the business or expanding the market, as well as widening the distribution channels. Means, so there are mainly a number of kinds of channels are there. So there are one level, two level, three level. So with all this, the possibility of creation of employment opportunities will be increased. So the company has to focus to create employment opportunities through its business activities only. It will be beneficial for both the company as well as the nation. So if the company generates the employment opportunities, definitely it will increase the standard of living of people. Along with the per capita income of the people will increase, and along with that, directly or indirectly, it will contribute to the increase in national income of the country. So whenever the people get employment opportunities, definitely their standard of living is going to be changed. Along with that, the demand for the goods and services also it's going to be changed, and along with that, so all economic activities may connected with this. So the creation of employment opportunities. So one of the biggest national objective or national goal of any business organization. So by creating employment opportunities, the company can serve the country. Then the second main important national goal of the any business organization is the promotion of social justice. So here the company has to promote the social justice, means it has to provide the equal opportunities to all the person to whom with whom she deals, means the company deals. So here the company has to provide equal opportunities to all employees, and particularly relevant to the work and progress. So it has give opportunities with in terms of applying their knowledge or doing their duties or uh, providing equal promotion, promoting their skills and knowledge, and educating them or training them, or providing the resources with them, or payment of fair salary. So all this becomes become uh, treating them as an equal opportunities with proper facilities. So the company must give opportunities to all employees. It should not treat them as a biased. That means there is no discrimination between the employees. Whenever it creates the discrimination, so definitely it will become social injustice. So it is against the ethic part. So the company or business organization has to promote the social justice by providing the opportunities. Particularly, the company has to give special attention to the weaker section and backward sections of the society. So here, the weaker section and backward section of the society are they are economically weak and socially they are backward. It means they are not recognized in the society properly. So here, the companies has to do the duty of that to bring them into the limelight by providing qualitative education and providing employment opportunities. Along with that, nurturing their skills and knowledge with uh, creation of proper facilities to them. With that, so the company can show that it is the business or organization is with all people of the society. They are not favored to someone, or they are not biased, or they treat all the people with equal minded. So see, this is one of the biggest second national goal of any business organization, that is promotion of social justice. So it should not discriminate the employees on the basis of caste, religion, gender, or any other physical challenge things. So these are all the things in which the company can promote the social justice. Then, the third main important national goal of any business organization is producing the goods and services according to the national priority. Here, the state government or the central government will always give guidelines regarding the production and distribution of goods and services. So, with that, according to the procedures or according to that policies and priorities only, the company has to produce and deliver the goods and services into the society. Means they should not go against the rules which is laid down by the central government or state government. So here, normally those policies or guidance uh, involves that the goods should not harmful to the people, and the goods should not be too costliest one. So they should not it should reach to the majority of people, like that. So many policies and instructions will be there, particularly relevant to the producing and delivering of goods and services. So here, the company should govern the policies of the government, and along with that, it can increase the production and supply of essential goods at reasonable prices. Means here, I already told that the goods and services should be reachable to all class of people. So that means the company has to produce the variety of goods and services with the different ranges of prices and quality and quantity. Because there will be rich class people, there will be middle class people or lower class people. So uh, with this by having these things with mind within in mind, the company has to produce the goods and services which should we should give a maximum benefit or a healthy benefit to, or a healthy using benefits to the consumers or the people. So the production according to the national priority is another biggest national goal of any business organization or company. Then the fourth important national goal of any company is contribute to the revenue of the country. So here the companies can contribute to the revenue of country by the business owners or by the companies by paying their taxes and filing the returns honestly, regularly, and on time. So if they pay the tax promptly, means if they maintain transparency in their books of accounts and in their transactions, definitely it will be helpful to the country as well as the government. So because revenue is the source of government income, so it will increase the revenue for the government, so it can be used for development of nations. So here after collection of revenue in the form of taxes, the government will spend that amount in variety different schemes. It may be a infrastructure, it may be a social schemes, or it may be developmental schemes, or it may be about health schemes. So in so many things, the government may uh, spend those amount which is collected in the form of tax. So the the companies may directly or indirectly contribute towards the country by paying their taxes and revenues to the towards the government promptly, honestly, without making any mistakes or without cheating or without making any frauds. So then only the government able to collect the handy revenue from the all corporates or companies. Then the government can invest it into the public relevant schemes and priorities. Then it will be helpful for uh, uh, people welfare also. Then the next important national goal of any business organization is that self-sufficiency and export promotion. So here any type of business organization or the company should uh, make the country as a self-sufficient, and they has to promote the exporting activities. So here, if the country becomes self-sufficient, it need not to borrow any kind of technology, techniques, or you need not to depend on any other countries for raw materials or for capital investment or anything which is relevant to the business activities or economic activities. So here, the companies should help the country to become self-reliant by adopting our own technology, our own methods, and raising the funds within the country sources instead of raising the funds from outside the country. So here the company can adopt their own technology by spending more and more on research and development. So if they have their own techniques and methods, so it become self-reliant, then self-sufficient. So it will be helpful for them to produce the goods and services according to the demand on time, and they can deliver the goods and services into the market on time, and they can maintain a good stock. And so the company if becomes self-sufficient, it will be able to compete with the multinational companies or foreign companies in terms of quality, quantity of goods and services, and either it may be in fixing prices. So in many ways, the companies can contribute towards the country by making country self-sufficient. So here the business units can have add responsibility of restricting import of goods. Means in order to make the country self-sufficient, the companies has to restrict or minimize the importing of goods and services for the industrial purpose. Means they have to use or take the sources from within the country if possible maximum. Then every business units of the of a country should aim to increase exports. Means if the companies increase more and more export to the foreign countries, there will be a it will be a revenue for the country as well as the companies. So the company can earn sufficient profit, and through taxes the government also can earn sufficient revenue. So if the company increases the exporting of activities, or if the company extend its business activities to the outside of the country by keeping the main branch within the home country, so all this possible to be increase in value and revenue of the country. So as well as the companies can adding their foreign exchange reserves to the country. Means so if they have a good foreign exchange with country, because foreign exchange is all about exchange of the country's values, currency, trading the goods and activities with the international currencies or national currencies. So the values of each country may differ. So if the companies have a good foreign exchange reserves, then it will be fruitful for both the company as well as the government. So the company should add a foreign exchange reserve of the country. So with all these things, the companies can make our country self-sufficient and promote the exporting activities. So after discussing with all these points, we'll come to know that national goals of the country of any business organization is aimed at and contributing towards the country, and they want to create the healthy society by producing and delivering goods and services within the policy framed by the government. That means goods and services should be a fruitful, healthy to the people. Then they increase the revenue of the government for spending it to the people welfare by paying prompt taxes to the government. Then they can increase the currency value or foreign exchange value of the country by increasing the export and decreasing the import, as well as maintaining a good foreign exchange reserves. So with all this, the national objective or towards the development and self-sufficient of the countries can be achieved. So these are all the national objectives of any business organization that which can be maintained by any uh, company. So along with this, the companies may contribute towards country in other forms of services also. Means they have to contributing to the other causes with donations, charity, and responding to the government whenever there will be a crisis about issues like the droughts or any natural calamities. So during those time also, the companies may respond to the government. It's also become one of the national objective of the country. So, and if any during the time of pandemic diseases, then the companies can also may contribute towards the country, uh, and or the companies can join hands with the government. So then it will also become a national objective or national goal of the business organization. So with this, I would like to conclude this session. Thank you.